I watched this thing 3 times.
Here we go.
I
Fucking
can wing it.
Ashtray episode.
Oh, yeah. Get ready for it. All right. Got your weed ready?
Yep. We've been live for the
What's
past
weed?
5 minutes.
Yeah.
Have we?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is how we roll, dude.
I mean, yeah, bro. You have a schedule
All right.
to motherfucker.
People get to look behind the curtain all the time.
All the
Behind the scenes, yeah,
Behind
right?
the
This
meat
is why we have
curtain.
no budget.
time.
We don't even have a curtain. They just watch it. Watch us.
I've been working too many fucking hours. All right,
Podcast
ladies and gentlemen.
fucks.
Tonight on the Red Eye Report, we're going to talk about the heist of Hoover's FBI, 1971. And, of course, because it's an Ashtray episode, we have another fantastically shitty intro.
Boom! At least you're consistent. Let me turn this light off.
Exactly. So, pause for the cause. This...
Oh shit! No, I thought you could actually do an intro first.
Oh, that's a shitty intro. There's nothing to
Jesus
That
Christ!
was your
bro.
intro?
go
The
right
fuck
to
were
the
we
pause
just
of the
sitting there
cause.
waiting for?
Our
I mean, really?
weekly
I was rounding out notes.
benefit
you
event.
Like,
Yeah,
we're
this,
10 minutes late because we thought you were writing a fucking intro, and that's what it was.
Yeah, a shitty
That's
intro.
your
Oh
only-
yeah, no, I had wrote
It's
that a
fucking
while
intro.
ago. I was actually working out more notes. I realized my intro was just like, I'm just gonna skip the pause for the cause just to piss you guys off, and it worked. So this
Oh,
week's
your laziness pissed us off.
pause for the
You're wasting
cause.
our time pissing us pissed us off. Not your.
Yeah,
not
you
your
can call
straight
it
pause for the cause.
laziness all you want. I got too many other things I'm working on. I don't give a shit. This week for the Dane County Humane Society, it goes out to a pug named Nibbles and Tits.
Mm.
Nipples and
Nibbles and tits and tits and tits. It took him 20 minutes to come up with that shit.
dick a tittin.
Yeah, that's actually what I spent all that time on, was trying to figure out a name.
Nibbles
Yay.
and tits.
And tits and tits.
Nipples and tits. And
All right. So, of course, with us we have Teddy, Oracle, and Mystic. And myself, the asshole Ashtray. Nobody
fuck.
likes. But, still get a chuckle.
I
Anyways,
like you, buddy. I love you.
thanks. That's the
Like
only
a
reason
few
I'm still
people.
here. All right. This is such a lame-ass name. I was originally going to do an episode on old J. Edgar Hoover, right? We all kind of know the rumors, like he was a little whoa, and wore ladies' clothes, and also like fucking spied on a lot of people. Well, apparently, before Edward Snowden, before Watergate, this was the first, like, before the Pentagon Papers even. This was they're called themselves. They're like, we came up with this name, and of course you tell they're academics. It's the Citizens Commission to investigate the FBI.
Oh my god.
It's so fucking late. But the actual burglary. So this was a burglary of a FBI field office. By 8 activists. One of them a cab driver. One was a daycare director. 2 of them were professors, and the other ones were probably may have been students, but they were a part of the peace movement at the time, or the anti-war movement.
So they
And
decided to commit grand fucking
Well, yeah, they decided to commit a
breaking and
felony.
entering fucking.
Yeah, they decided to commit a felony
What
because
year
they
was
got to the anti-war movement in general at the time they were getting frustrated with the fact that, it's like we do nowadays. It's like, oh, we're going to protest and we're going to change our profile picture on our Facebook.
Yeah, that'll do. Yeah.
And it's like nothing really
Thoughts
happened.
and prayers. Yeah.
Exactly. Thoughts and prayers. And so they were like, that's why people think, oh, today's bad. It's like back then they started like, we're going to get shit serious. There was the Weather Underground.
Mhm.
You ever heard of them? They did some bombings. There was the bombing here in Madison down in the university. It killed someone.
What year did all this Hoover shit go down?
So when this this was 1971 when this robbery took place. The thing is, they started to suspect that there was, like basically spies and moles in the anti-war movement, which is like these people seemed like they were called hippie to be, which is like, oh, it looks like you just decided to start growing out your hair in the last couple months, and they're a little too enthusiastic. Bill Davidson, who was like the kind of leader of this gang, he was a professor of physics in Philadelphia, and there he is. Okay, he's like, nah, this whole fucking FBI mole thing. He's like, yeah, you're just all paranoid because he hated conspiracy theories. But more and more people that he actually trusted in were like, yeah, like this guy doesn't seem right, or this person. So they figured the only way to make a difference was to prove that the FBI was actually doing this. And they figured the only way they could do it would be to use their own work against them. And to do that, it's like they can make all the accusations they want. They may feel like they have enough circumstantial evidence, but they decide, why not break into an FBI office and get their own documents? If we can get evidence of this, then we can go to the media with it. So it was for one thing, the audience should know that this was never solved. This case wasn't until 2014 when they coincided the writing of and publishing of a book and a documentary. Documentary is called 1971. That like 6 of the 8 people in this heist came forward with their names. The case was closed and statute of limitations was already passed. It was Bill Davidson. He was the leader. He was a professor of physics. You had Keith Forsyth. He was like the locksmith. He is a guy who took, this is in the 70s. You probably got like some fucking mail order course. It was a pamphlet, and like he just practiced doing lock picking. And there was also John Reens and Bonnie Reens. She was the mole. Bob Williamson, I think he was a driver. Anyways, there's 9 total starting. And then at one point, one of them was like, before the burglary happens, I got to back out. I don't know. But they're like, hey, I'm getting nervous. And but this person knows them all. They know them by name. They know their plan. And they just had to, like, kind of on faith, hope this person wasn't going to rat them out. So they found there was a small FBI field office that they started casing. They spent, I think, a number of months where they made maps of it. They would drive around and monitor it in pairs, like usually with male-female pairs.
Did they go inside of it, or?
Oh yeah, well, eventually they did male-female pairs in cars, so they would just pretend like they were a couple, like if anyone would question why they were kind of lingering around on the street in their vehicle. Then it was Bonnie. She actually went in. She was actually 29 years old at the time, but they said she always looked young, so they gave her like these big dorky nerd glasses and did her hair up in a stocking cap, and went in, and she pretended to be a college student, like, I want to write this article about advancements for women in the FBI. Like, is there job openings? And she basically played into and flattered the lead agent, who was like, oh yeah, like he gave her like a half hour time to kind of talk about, plenty of openings, there's typewriting and there's note taking, like, and she then asked for like a copy of the application, and she like took note of like the interior. Notice that the file cabinets were the kind of basic, like you just pull that little knob and pull open the cabinet. There's no lock on it. Everything seemed a little, pretty laid back. And when she got up to go, she's like played dumb and walked the wrong way down the hallway and walked to, you can see this map that I put in the old outline that Oracle will bring up.
Ah, fuck.
As our producer.
Hold on.
Right.
Which one are we looking at here?
Do your job.
Room 204.
Yeah. So that 204 is where she had the meeting with the like head of that office, and she instead she's like, oh, just like started walking the wrong way, and which is, when you're playing like a dumb college student, it's not a bad idea. So it's room 206. She notices like full of, like there's a bunch of file cabinets, and that there was another door that they had a file cabinet in front of. And so what they did is they planned it for the night of, it was, March 8th, 1971. The reason they chose that date is because it was the fight of the century, as they billed it. Muhammad Ali versus Joe Frazier. And they decided, like everyone's going to be watching or listening to this fight. So they did it then. Keith was the locksmith. He basically goes up there, and for whatever reason, like the different times they had cased it, he gets to the main door, and after all these months of learning how to pick locks, he finds it's a tumbler lock, like the kind you'd find in front of an arcade game, or a soda machine, the round ones. He's like, fuck, like I can't do this. And he goes back to the payphone, and then Bonnie remembers that there was a second door that the file cabinet was in front of. She's like, if you get into that, and if you push carefully, you could probably push that file cabinet back enough to get in. So he goes back up and brings a car jack, and it is a normal deadbolt lock, and he picks that after couple, 20 seconds. Anyways, gets that picked. He then there's a fucking deadbolt, or like a little latch bolt on the inside, and so he takes a crowbar, he can hear the manager downstairs listening to the game, and like waits for like the television to get loud, and like cracks open the door. And then he spends 5 minutes slowly in the frame of that door, pushing his back against it to rock this file cabinet back and forth, knocking off a file basket on the top, but managed to not alert anyone where he could get in, unlock the main door, and then he takes his tools and leaves. And then the rest of the group all follow in.
Nobody heard him?
The manager was downstairs, like the floor below, watching the fight. And he also think about for 5 minutes to slowly push a door against a file cabinet.
He was being very cautious.
For 5 minutes, that feel excruciatingly long, Yeah. Then, so the rest of what he takes everything he came in with, has the main door unlocked, leaves, and then the rest of the gang comes up they're all dressed in like business clothes and full of suitcases, and they just come in and they take everything, because to them too, like at this time there were a lot of raids of draft offices for the Vietnam War, and they would burn the records to basically disrupt the process, because there wasn't no servers. So they just filled their suitcases up with like over 1,000 documents, and walked out. And it was like right in this FBI office was also complete opposite the street of the courthouse. And the courthouse had a guard, that was 24-hour guard that was like outside just having a cigarette, watch them all walk up to this car, put their suitcases in the back, close it. They had all like shaved, cut their hair to look, fucking businesslike and respectable, and got like suits from the thrift store, and packed up the car, drove away, and like an hour away to a rented farmhouse where they then spent a number of days going over all the documents, sorting them. What'd you say?
Fucking everybody's brains out.
Yeah.
Throwing a furry party.
Right. Having a furry party.
Orgy.
Right. Romping on government secrets.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't even want to know what they are. I just want to fuck on top of them.
They
got secret about aliens in that shit, man. Come on,
who killed JFK? I don't give a shit.
They for JFK. Let's see here. So yeah, they walked out with all these fucking let's see here. They went to a farmhouse and they found all this crazy shit. They found out that the FBI had been inspecting a Boy Scout troop because the Boy Scout troop had a pen pal with a Boy Scout troop in Russia, or like whatever Russia's Boy Scouts are.
Mm-hmm.
There was another whole file about this agent who was, because they were spying on professors. This one agent started spreading rumors that this professor was cheating on his wife, and it ended up like the wife divorced him. And he was like bragging basically about fucking ruining this guy's marriage. There was even one order where the memo basically said that they wanted to create the fear that there was an FBI agent behind every mailbox. They had postal workers who were working for them and spying and opening and reading the mail of these professors. Yes. And there's a huge amount of them basically like not because Hoover like basically considered any black man, I guess, because to him he was like, well, you were oppressed and a slave, so like now that you're free, we can't trust you because of course you want to like get back at us.
Get back at us, yeah.
They said on average they had on average there was 6 black informants for every FBI agent.
Wow.
Shit.
We're in the
bro, what the fuck, man?
in the
Right.
in the
Teddy,
you know,
get
the
your
Black
people in
Rifle-
line. What the
the
fuck?
Black Panthers.
Really?
Um, it was so here's a quote here that said actually it was Noam Chomsky stated that according to its analysis, this is where they're going through the documents of just that one FBI office, 1% of those documents were devoted to organized crime, mostly gambling. 30% were manuals, routine forms, similar procedural matters, like stuff that had nothing to do with actual crime. 40% were devoted to political surveillance and the like, including 2 cases involving right-wing groups, 10 concerning immigrants, and over 200 on left and liberal groups. Over 14%, 200 compared to 2 cases of right-wing.
On the right wing, yeah.
Yeah. Another 14% of the documents concerned draft resistance and leaving the military without government permission. The remainder concerned bank robberies, murder, rape, and interstate theft. So that was kind of a breakdown of these thousands of documents. They also had switchboard operators that were spying for them. And so these people, they right away were mailing copies out to all the major news sources. They also sent it to 2 Congress members. George McGovern, who people may remember ran against Nixon.
Got his ass kicked, if I remember.
Wasn't it McGovern who had the vice president candidate who, like, they found out, oh, you went through electroshock therapy? Like,
Oh,
I
no.
never heard that. Really?
Never heard that one, yeah.
There was just someone who he had, like, you know, a mental health breakdown or
I
something
believe
like
it, but
that.
I never
He,
heard.
you know, like, didn't disclose it, you know, before they decided to pick him. Dumbass.
Right.
So it was they sent it to multiple newspapers, and of course they said it wasn't hard to actually, like, verify they were legitimate, because they basically just called up the Justice Department and be like, hey, we were, you know, anonymously sent these, like, are these actually real, because they look real. And of course they wanted to know if they were real. Turned out, yeah, motherfucking real. All these newspapers, fucking Wall Street Journal, New York Times, blah blah blah, were all they're like, no, okay, you know, basically the FBI was like, national security secrets are that you can't, you know, write about this, and so they all passed on the story, and except the Washington Post.
The failing Washington Post.
I forgot.
Yeah, the failing
Awesome.
Washington Post.
Failing Washington Post. Yeah, those failing bastards who also
Yeah,
later
I don't love you more than a puppy. Go away.
they actually said
Jesus.
they
Was that
decided
what was Watergate? Who did they? Was that the Post also?
that was the Post as well, and that's why they
Yeah.
say that
The
actually
failing.
you know, the head of the paper, you know,
Freedom.
Margaret Thatcher, or
Shit,
not Margaret
you-
Thatcher. I still say Margaret Thatcher because it was played by the same fucking what's her face, who plays anyone.
What's her face?
The
Who
actress
plays
lady.
anyone?
Meryl Streep.
Oh,
We're
Meryl
happy to do my work.
Streep. Yes, that's what's her face.
Played
Who
the,
plays anyone.
She is.
She
if there
is.
was anybody who was
Right.
what's her face that plays anyone, Meryl Streep would
Meryl
definitely
Meryl
be
Streep.
the three that I would pick for sure.
Yeah, because she played she played fucking Margaret Thatcher, and I was confusing that character with the character she played for who headed the New York Post, or I mean the
Oh.
Washington Post, in that movie about the Watergate papers.
Oh.
Basically, this was her like warm up for the Watergate paper, like, courtroom battle. Because the Washington Post was the ones that finally decided, like, this is, because we know these are real, like, and it's they're blatant violations of you know, constitutional privacy
Right.
by the FBI, and for the fact that fucking J. Edgar Hoover, people will forget that he was appointed director.
He was
of
a
the
body remover.
It never came close. 1942, he was appointed director of the FBI. He was only 29 years old.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't realize
Yep.
he was so young.
Wow.
And
That's pretty young.
he was still director. This all came out in 1971.
Right.
Wow.
Like, it's it was kind of this you know, up until then, or I mean, that was, you know, there was no, like, replacement. I think now the common thing is that the incoming president can appoint a new one, or they can keep the current one.
Mm-hmm.
But before then, it was Hoover and Hoover only.
Right.
And Hoover had dirt on everyone. And
He's like the Putin of fucking the FBI.
yeah, and
Puppy just
yeah,
snitched on the dog.
he hated blacks and homosexuals.
Because a black man stole his wife.
Even though he was a
So, yeah.
transvestite.
Oh yeah. This is even get into it, his fucking high heels.
I guess not a transvestite, he'd be a cross-dresser.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna try to make that judgment call. We'll leave that up to Twitter.
Leave that up to Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, right. So the burglary happened, and the Washington Post, as soon as the Washington Post published, then the rest of the newspapers did. And it was the first time that America actually criticized the FBI because there was a TV show called FBI for years at this time.
Yeah.
And it is like that kind of corny, like, well, like all cop shows are now.
Procedural fucking show, but it was it was basically just a goddamn propaganda for the fucking government. It's kind of like what fucking half of John Wayne's fucking movies were. It's fucking military propaganda.
Oh yeah, totally. And so that then led to let's see here. It ended up leading to no one getting arrested for this particular crime. Two of the members got arrested for a following attempted break-in a draft office.
Fucking idiots.
Yeah, I know. Of course, in the documentary, they're like, I had a bad feeling about it going in because, like, some of these guys really seem like amateurs. Of course, because they got away with the first one, it feels like they fucking know what they're doing now, you know?
Yeah.
But they got away, or they were, even though there was actually two members that were arrested trying to break into this draft office. And of course, neither of them spoke, and it was like this honor, that no one would talk about it. And it wasn't till in 2014. Well, 2014 is when it took place. The book and the movie, when it was actually they unveiled their identities. 6 of these 8 members. And I forgot to mention too that the fucking 9th member, while there was their neighborhood was flooded with 150 hippie-to-be agents, who they said at rallies they'd be like, "Fucking kill the pigs," and they're like, "All right, buddy, idiot. You stick out like a sore thumb."
Yeah. What's
and
how to say I'm a cop without saying you're a cop, right?
Yeah. And so they kept their heads down. It wasn't till so this woman, what's her name? Betty Metzger. She was a
Betty
reporter for the Washington Post, and it was this all came out in 2014, so it was probably a couple years before that, like maybe 2012 or so. But they were at a dinner. The thing is, the reporter for Washington Post that they mailed this stuff to, was acquaintances with the burglars and didn't know it this entire time.
Really?
Yes. And it was when they were over. They had her over for a dinner, and this was like the couple, the husband and wife that were part of it. They had their granddaughter, and they're like, hey, Sally, whatever they're gonna, this is our friend Betty. She's a good friend of ours, and we turned to her when we had very secret documents about the FBI, so we sent them to her. And like, this is the first time she heard it, and she had just like her jaw was just like, what? And that then began the book and the decision to come forward. So yeah, it kind of like it was closed in 1976.
You have the flair for the dramatic, don't you, Ashtray?
I do.
If you were gay, you'd be like one of those fucking flaming like tranny gays.
Oh God, yeah. No, if I was gay, I would totally be flamboyant.
I just said tranny gay.
Tranny gay.
Yeah, that's
right. As opposed to tranny straight.
I don't think that's a thing, but like,
can you be tranny straight?
I'm sorry to any.
If not, I'm gonna do it.
Offended by that, but I'm more sorry that you're offended by it. Really.
Yeah, or quit being offended. Bigot.
Yeah, stop being offended.
So, the happy ending is that we, for the first time, got real scrutiny on the FBI, and they weren't fucking caught. And it's about a good time to round it out here. And that's why we know now the FBI is fucked. COINTELPRO, that's a whole nother chapter that was a whole thing where they're trying to get Martin Luther King to commit suicide.
That's right. Yeah, that was some fucked up shit.
That was discovered, because they found what I forgot to mention, because they found 4 files that had a mention, like, amendment in reference to program COINTELPRO. They're like, what the hell's COINTELPRO? So they did a Freedom of Information Act. And those 4 pages got thousands of documents about COINTELPRO, which was all basically trying to, spy on all those, left-wing groups and stuff.
Yeah, see? Yeah, and fuck Whitey.
Fucking nuts. So, moving along now.
Well, did he come or what?
Oh, J. Edgar Hoover? Oh, he was like, no comment. No comment.
No, did he come or what?
Yeah. He misunderstood the question.
From the movie Mallrats.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I haven't seen that in a while.
Well, did he come or what? Jesus, man. There's just some
Jesus, man.
things you don't say in public.
We're gonna move along now to our What's Sexy section. My lisp. We got an Oracle here. Ghostwire Tokyo.
Yeah,
Isn't that from last week?
I don't think so.
Oh no, maybe it was over the chat. You mentioned
it was over the chat. He was talking about it. This weird fucking game.
Yeah, so I picked this up
Share
on
a video.
I am sharing a fucking video. So I picked this up on the Epic Games Store. They have a sale going on right now, and it's based in Tokyo, and it's kind of this really weird first-person shooter-esque game where you have to basically like do all these hand signal spell things to exorcise the demons and release ghosts in Tokyo. And
yeah, I usually do this one particular hand motion to exorcise my demons.
And I don't know. I mean, it's badass. It's weird as shit. I don't know how they made the controls with the controller as bad as they did. It's incredibly unresponsive. I actually was checking my controller to make sure the drivers were updated and everything.
Have you tried it with the keyboard and mouse?
Oh yeah, mouse and keyboard. Honestly, it's the only way to play this game because otherwise it's so fucked up. But yeah, it's cool. It's just a really cool environment, really cool, lots of lore and interesting things going on.
So is it kind of like a Big Trouble in Little China, like you're fighting with the fucking hands and like throwing electrical characters, it looks like?
Yeah.
Chinese characters.
Yeah, definitely leaning into that kind of stuff and all these different spells, and you basically need to liberate these areas from these fucking jackass, the bad ghosts.
Oh, are you bringing freedom? Are you bringing
freedom? That's right.
Is this gameplay you playing this?
No, this is IGN. I will have something up.
What
on
about the
website.
freedom of the bad ghosts to be bad?
Really?
Well, I'm sorry, we don't negotiate.
Not in his words.
We don't negotiate with bad ghosts.
I am the legitimizer of good versus evil.
So yeah, check it out. Ghostwire Tokyo. Interesting game.
Looks very pretty.
It is very pretty.
Is it like a futuristic world or just a whole different world?
It's like slightly.
They don't really say.
Well, yeah, maybe.
Well, it's Tokyo, I guess.
Yeah, it's Tokyo. So I don't know if it's really futuristic. I think it's just Tokyo.
I think to us, Tokyo's probably just super futuristic.
Tokyo is like
anyway.
another planet.
You're talking about Tokyo, bro.
Huh?
You have talking toilets, for God's sakes.
Yeah, right. Tokyo.
That's it.
Okay. I'm going to move along then to Mystic Shorzy.
All right, Shorzy is a spin-off of Letterkenny. He's one of the characters in Letterkenny. It's played by the main character of Letterkenny, Jared Kiso. But it's just the fucking writing is just so good. I actually like this better than Letterkenny.
Letterkenny, really?
Because it doesn't have, you know how Letterkenny has those like fucking where they just keep going with certain bits for 2 or 3 minutes straight, and it kind of gets annoying after a while. But this he's just fucking straight up, like it's like one after another, dude. Like I'm gonna have to rewatch it a few times to get them all, because it's like Trailer Park Boys where they're dropping fucking funny lines left and right. Like I fucking laughed out loud at work when he was like, "You know what's disgusting? The amount of times your mom's faked a jellyfish sting to get me to piss on her." Like, oh my god. Your mom's twat's so swampy, not even Ducks Unlimited will touch it. Anyway, check it out.
Fuck you, Shorzy.
If you like Letterkenny, you like Shorzy.
Word. All right. Back to my list here. What we're doing. Looks like up next, Teddy. 3 dispensaries, 3 weeks. Cannonball Run.
3 weekends, I will be
so fucked up. It takes him a week to get to the next.
Is available. Next weekend we're going to St. Louis, where we're staying in Illinois, right across the border. They have a dispensary. We get to drop my son off. Then the weekend after that, we have Orca's wedding. We get to go to the dispensary, and then we go pick my son up back in Illinois. We're staying in his actual same hotel, so I get to go to the dispensary this time also. So Teddy's gonna be rolling in the edibles. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Fucking awesome.
Don't get stabbed in St. Louis.
Yeah, are you in East St. Louis?
I'm taking that thing with me, bro. What you talking about? Anytime I drive anywhere around this fucking country full of crazy white people,
is it East St. Louis?
It's St. I don't care. It's St. Louis.
Well, St. Louis, the East St. Louis is in Illinois. That's the rough part. St. Louis.
Yeah, you're not staying in East St. Louis, are you?
No, I'm staying in Fairview or whatever.
Like if it's
East St. Louis is a shithole, dude. It's like Gary, Indiana. Like you
like
you barely want to drive through that.
I went through there on my crazy little road trip, and this is like over a decade ago. But it was like I felt like third world country, kind of like dirt roads to be around this park. Yeah, I have to dig up pictures from it, but it was
you
like
hang out with crackheads. You weren't worried. Shut the fuck up.
I never got dirt roads.
Well, I didn't say I was like worried, but it was
a
like
lot of homeless motherfuckers. That's for sure.
Well, I should say necessarily dirt roads, but like where the the road is so bad, and it's just like it's
crumbled. And
there's
shit,
and there's also no street sweeping at all. Yeah. You know, it was just in the potholes, so it might as well have been a dirt road. But yeah. East St. Louis, go there for a dispensary, but don't stay there.
No, I'm not. I'm going to the dispensary in Illinois. It's not in St. Louis. It's
East St. Louis is in
Illinois.
I get it, but we're staying in Fairview, and that's where the fucking dispensary is.
Okay, good, Teddy. Thank you.
Jesus,
we just wanted to know that you're all right, dude.
Yeah,
I'll be fine, white people.
I'm just warning you about things we saw more than a decade ago.
When do you leave? Are you driving there? How long does it take to get from Nashville to East St. Louis?
Are you going to call us when you're there?
We're not going to East St. Louis. We're just
check in, Teddy.
No, really, how long of a drive is it?
It was like 4.5, 5 hours.
Oh, that isn't bad.
That's it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, St. Louis is I think a little over 6 hours from Madison.
Oh shit!
I ain't got time to fucking drive.
I hate driving.
Talk about me driving to Madison. So that means I'm fucking okay. Cool.
Oh no!
You guys are gonna be fucking here next week.
Yeah, it was 10 hours to get to you,
I'm
Teddy,
talking
so
about
that's gotta
later.
Be different.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I'm thinking of somewhere else besides.
I can't wait for Misty to get here. It's gonna be awesome.
Maybe I'm thinking of Kansas City. No, East. I think St. Louis is closer to Kansas.
Are we doing a show still?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you're right. Ashtray's off on a tangent.
Yeah, he does that.
Moving along to my fucking list here. Ashtray's turn. Ashtray's electric shaver fucking finally bit the dust.
No, say it ain't so.
Got you a Norelco, huh?
Where it was, well, I had a Norelco, but it was finally, I was like, you know what, fuck it.
Move over.
I'm gonna go like for the fucking Cadillac, cream of the crop. And these reviews I was reading was like, damn, like even if people who used these electric in the shower, I do it in the shower in the morning. It's like something I use every day. I might as well spend more than like $75.
You just got a mirror in the shower, you vain son of a bitch.
Yes, I do got a mirror in the shower.
You bought an extra mirror. So
no, I've had a mirror in the shower. But yeah, I got the Norelco.
That light on there is pretty cool.
9800. Got the sensor, pressure sensitive, so you know you're doing it just right.
Why don't you use a regular razor like a man?
Why? Because I get head acne like a kid.
Does that have a trimmer for your beard there? Your facial hair? Pop that up. Nice.
Oh yeah.
What about your eyebrows? Shave your eyebrow off.
Yeah.
Or you could put like one of those little
you can't
razor
have it go away.
whatever in there.
Anyways, I so because mine broke,
what does
and
one
I
of those
haven't
set you back?
$250.
Oh my fucking god!
I know you're like,
what? Kidding me, really?
But it comes with a full cleaning unit.
Disposable Bicks that probably work.
I mean, really,
you use it every day.
You can find a razor that'll take care of you because I can't shave with certain razors because I'll get razor bumps and stuff. So
yeah,
you can find a razor that's cheap that's good.
Oh, I'm sure I could. But you know what? This thing makes me feel
splurged.
I splurged on myself, and supposedly it Bluetooth with your phone.
So fucking stupid.
Why
you could connect it to an app that will tell you if you're doing a good job or not, or something.
So fucking stupid.
Why the fuck do you... What the fuck? Like, why do I need my razor?
But actually,
my goddamn phone?
I want to laugh louder at you when everyone's sleeping.
Here's where the real money is that in the reviews I said too, or I read these people who use the
take over their
cheaper ones. Like, these are the creme de la creme blade technology.
I mean, they look nice.
That's the same blades that's been out since the 80s.
No. These are the newest.
It's the same blades from 85.
Totally different.
Whatever, bro.
I just don't understand why it Bluetooths.
Right. I mean,
your phone.
I'm not
That's
sure
crazy
yet.
To me.
I will.
This is how robots take over your shaving, and then like it eats your fucking skin because
I will.
It's gonna take out.
I will find out what the.
Did you link it to your phone before you figured out what?
No. I just got home. Like, it just came in the mail today. I got home because I haven't shaved in a week. I was like, I'm gonna hop in the shower quick and see. And let's say from first experience, like this amount of hair that I had would take 3 times as long with my other Norelco that I had, the like $70 one. This thing, man, just chomped through it like a fucking John Deere lawn tractor. So far, I'm impressed.
You shave your nuts with that shit too, or what?
No. Me and Oracle had this conversation already.
Yeah, we're gonna shave each other's nuts.
I am not. I'm gonna be hanging out with the ladies, I guess. When I do that, I'm not gonna be hanging around.
That'd probably be the first thing I'd do with that thing, to be honest.
Teddy, we're shaving our nuts. I'm out.
Shave my balls.
Yeah, no, this is fucking smooth. All right, move along. To fuck what you think time. Oracle. God. Old man gas prices rant.
These goddamn gas prices. Motherfuckers.
Son of a bitch, get off my lawn.
How much does it cost to fill your car up?
I don't even put in a full tank anymore. Like I used to, fill it up,
just
and now I just keep on telling myself it'll get lower. It'll get lower.
Yeah.
Never gets fucking lower. Fucking
Ashtray
assholes.
Mystic, how much to fill your tanks up?
Mine is probably.
How much is it out there?
I got a fucking Mercury Grand Cougar or Grand Marquis.
Yours is what, Mystic?
Mine probably has the biggest tank. I have a big ass fucking Mercury.
I get it, but how much is it for your tank?
I don't know. I don't let it get below half. It's about $50 for a half a tank. So
Jesus,
about $100.
Yeah, like,
it's a 20-some gallon tank, 22. I think.
Do you know what yours is for a Ashtray? Full tank?
I was trying. For a full tank right now, mine is. God, I think the last time was $55.
I filled mine up today. It was $80.
Yeah.
Gas price, man.
I believe it. Yeah, you probably got like an 18. What size? What kind of car you got, Teddy?
Nissan Altima.
Oh yeah, Altimas are full size. Yeah, you got like 18 or 20 gallon.
Yeah.
And when I drove out to Wisconsin last time, fucking Illinois, speaking of Murderville, East St. Louis, Illinois, they have tolls, which in Wisconsin, there are no tolls. You pay a gas tax for the roads. Well, they have tolls. They have a shit ton of tolls in Illinois, and you don't pay the gas tax. Gas prices were way the fuck higher in Illinois than they were in Wisconsin.
Yeah,
really.
So it's like,
we filled up in Milwaukee before we went to Chicago last weekend.
Has
Are gas prices always higher in Illinois than they are Wisconsin?
But it was like ridiculously high compared.
Bigger
to
population. What are they going to do?
Right.
I mean, honestly, it's always higher in a bigger metropolitan area.
Right.
They can demand it.
That sounds like a great platform to run on in an election. What are you gonna do?
I mean, seriously though, like it's not fucking rocket science. It's simple economics. The bigger the population, the higher the prices.
But they mask it with this whole like, oh, there's a supply chain issue because of the war in Ukraine.
They just want it to be this high. That's all.
They want money.
They just want money. I mean, they just want to be this high. They know people need to drive, and they're going to pay it. So
$4.69.
If that shit hit $10 a gallon, people still be driving around.
What's it out in Rhode Island?
It's about that. It's like $4.69 or something like that.
Yeah.
Of course, copying us.
How much is it there? I haven't even looked. I have
$4.69 right now.
I think it's like $4.69, $4.79.
I'll look tomorrow when I get gas.
Yeah, it's going to hit $5 a gallon before the winter.
So here, I'm on that whole gas buddy fucking map shit. Let me tell you, Milwaukee area.
Thanks, Biden.
Let me zoopity doop over.
Some bitch.
You know, I don't like it when Democrats don't do well because they instantly just.
You're about $4.89.
We are
Milwaukee.
Damn, that's gonna.
You might as well drive over here to Madison, get a little bit cheaper gas.
Yeah.
Right. Oh shit. Fuck cars.
Bring a bunch of fucking.
I just want to get a moped. I want to put my fat ass on a moped every day and just drive around.
It cost me. The other day, it cost me $25 to fill a motorcycle up. It has never cost me more than like $12.
$25.
Wow.
Yeah, it has never cost me more than. I do use premium.
Yeah.
But it's never cost me more than $12 to fill my motorcycle up. And I was like, this shit's get out of hand.
Yeah.
My dad
Right.
had like an old Goldwing. And that motherfucker was like back in the fucking late 90s. That motherfucker was only like $8 to fill up or some shit.
I mean, yeah, it's like I said, like $10-12 to fill up my gas tank. It was on empty. Is what it's.
Anyway, fuck. Are we still doing a show?
People don't realize yet that we're still doing a show.
Are we though?
We're moving along now to Mystics.
I totally forgot.
That's enough of a gas rant. Yeah, we are like old men. That's how old we're getting. We're gas went into a full episode. We had a sub episode. Mystic, Kia Boys.
So, okay,
with Z.
Here's what's up. These kids, they call themselves Kia Boys, right? So they steal Hyundais and Kias in Milwaukee, and then they drive them around and just smash them up. They just crash them and drive them like idiots and shit.
Yeah, drive them like golf carts?
Yeah, pretty much. And this guy, this YouTuber who's from Milwaukee, like did a documentary about them.
Really?
And like these kids, dude, watching them, I want to punch him in the fucking mouth.
I mean, really?
You know what I'm saying?
Does he interview him?
Yeah, he interviews him and shit. Like he goes, like the interviewer asks him, he's like, that dude flying through here, he's doing like 80 miles an hour. So what happens, like, if he hits me and kills me, what should happen to the driver? And one of the kids is like, you should have got the fuck out the way.
Wow.
I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Are you serious? Man. Dude, kid said that to me.
That's some surreal shit.
Mouth. Right? I don't give a fuck.
Got the fuck out the way.
Yeah. I mean, obviously he can't do that. These kids probably have to.
Hey, look, man. These kids, those guys that went down the road, hanging out the fucking all four of them hanging out, even the driver hanging out and shit. Like, look, they are evolution, bro.
Wow.
I mean,
yeah.
Really, when they fly out of the car and bash their head and die, I mean, look, bro.
It's survival of the fucking
survival of the fucking
I think I got like, I don't know, man.
Thank you.
But it really makes me want to just beat the shit out of him. And I hope I get a chance to.
Go get him, old man.
All right.
Joe,
I don't want to get shot, so I'm not gonna. But.
Yeah, right. But I'll bitch about it on my podcast. No one.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Gonna move along to it's Ashtray. And Ashtray actually didn't. He's got plenty of things to bitch about, but he didn't put anything in there. So he's gonna give his time to Teddy, because this is a more important thing to fucking bitch about.
Okay, so I'm gonna for his time, I'm gonna bitch about Ashtray shitty show, and then for mine, I'm gonna
use my time to bitch about. You can use my time to critique me.
Mine was I think it was
Teddy's goddamn shootings.
Goddamn shootings.
So about his fucking shooting. Reflective head. I'm going blind over here.
I know, that's how smooth this thing got it. I know. Look at that.
Anyway, so I don't want to have an overlay headlight on, man. It's fucking just fuck you. So you got the school shooting, you got the fucking hospital shooting, you got the fucking goddamn the grocery store shooting.
Yeah.
I mean it's
the hospital shooting.
Yeah, dude walked in, capped like 4 people in himself.
Yeah.
Well, fucking, in that same hospital or the same grocery store weekend, 18 people got shot in Milwaukee.
Really?
In, like, separate incidences.
Damn.
Yeah. Like, but that's happening all over. You know what I mean?
Right,
it's not just mass shootings. Like in Chicago, like a shit ton of people got shot too. Like it's
yeah, something is.
That's the problem. Is like it becomes a perpetuating issue. You get more people want to carry because of this crazy shit going around.
See, the thing is, I carry because I feel like I have to. I feel like I'm forced
to
carry.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
that's the same.
I feel like I have to carry because if I don't, then I don't want to. Yeah, it's fucking.
And then you have these people like all of a sudden like just deciding like, well, I'm gonna carry too. And it's like this gun will solve my problem. It's like Homer Simpson. And I don't even remember what he's saying. I'll just shut the TV off.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just real where I have and my son's in 3rd grade going into 4th grade, and I've got 8 more years of this shit to hope that some fucking affluent little white kid doesn't go crazy down here. Right. And these school shootings do happen in affluent communities. Mm-hmm. So I mean, it's you know.
I mean, not always. That Uvalde was a fucking.
Uvalde was a Hispanic.
Oh, was it?
School. I mean, it wasn't.
Yeah, it's like right on the border of fucking Mexico, though. You know what I'm saying? Every kid in there spoke Spanish as a first language. I guarantee it.
Word. Yeah. I'm surrounded by crazy white people. This is a message to help me out.
Yeah, that's true. Teddy is in a gated community.
I'm behind enemy lines, man.
Yeah, I hear you, dude.
All right, that's why
Mystic, if you come down here and
he's not really such a nerd. He just fitting in with white people.
I was sleeping in the
parking lot of the
parking lot
of the grocery store.
No, not at the grocery store, but in the way station or whatever they call those, rest stop. Right outside Buffalo. The day that happened, or the night after that happened, and it's like, you know, any town. I didn't. It was just like it was on our route, and there happened to be this fucking mass shooting that happened that day. And I think we actually drove by the grocery store, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on there? Like there were a bunch of cops. I don't know if there was or not.
Did you hear?
Well, there was a bunch of cops that day. I mean,
right? I don't know.
They probably still.
Yeah,
I'm sure
yeah, probably was.
You could check your Google map.
What
Could.
Did you guys hear about the hospital dude? What his motive was?
It was something with a surgeon, a pain surgeon.
Yeah, like he blamed the doctor for his surgery being botched, and like he had a shit ton of pain. So like he just went to kill that guy, but then ended up shooting a bunch of people too. Like fucking what? I don't understand what drives these fucking.
Did he take himself out or did he?
Yeah, he did.
I don't. Did he? Okay.
He shot himself.
Yeah. I left.
That man, pain will drive you nuts. And of course, if
pain will drive you to Oxycontin.
It's not that easy anymore, Teddy. Now it's fentanyl.
Yeah.
I'm old.
All right. Anyways,
I don't know the new drugs kids are doing.
I'm with Teddy though, dude. Just fucking stop. Just fucking stop.
I mean, really. I mean, it's.
Stop what?
Stop shooting people.
Oh, it's America, man.
I don't give a fuck where it is. Stop shooting people. It goes out to anybody around the world.
You're pissing in the wind, is what Ashtray's saying.
Self-defense is one thing, but like, just go in and shoot fucking
more guns
for no reason.
Fortnite, man. Fortnite.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
it all went to shit once Fortnite came out.
It is. Fortnite is the Brondo of fucking.
It all went to shit when white people got here.
Fortnite and TikTok.
That's what I'm talking about.
What do you mean here? You'd still be in Africa if white people hadn't gotten here.
All right, shot.
And I'll be chasing the lions happy.
I'd
be chasing the lions happy.
That's cool, man. I'd still be in Ireland, fucking eating a potato and fucking a goat, probably. I don't know.
Yeah, there's no potatoes.
I'd have
a goat. One can only dream.
In all seriousness, go fuck yourself, Keebler elves. That's our show. We're going to be here every Wednesday or Thursday night, 10 p.m. Central. Make sure you join the conversation at theredeyereport.com or facebook.com/Red Report. You can't twiddle us because fucking Elon Musk hasn't bought Twitter back yet. But tell him, if you have a Twitter,
I can't wait, dude.
tell Elon Musk to share us. Share us, fuck us, we're down for whatever, Elon. I'm the Ashtray.
I'm Oracle.
I missed it. Yeah.
And he didn't say it, goddammit, you piece of shit, and I'm Teddy.
What, you put something in the notes or what?
I took it, instead of saying, where it says I'm Ashtray, I put and I'm an asshole. I'm a piece of shit or something.
Oh,
and he didn't say it. I was trying to Ron Burgundy.
Didn't say it. I thought I did that last time because I copied and pasted this from that's funny.
No, anytime it's one of your shows, I'm gonna take that out and put it in. I'm just gonna fuck with you. I'm fucking Ron Burgundy, bro. It's gonna catch on. You're gonna be on mushrooms
one of these times, yeah. Here I thought I did it last episode or something. I don't know. Or maybe you did it last.
Wait, what?
Oh, you son of a bitch. Anyways, we love you.
And this is the Red Eye Report.